Hello everyone. Today's session will be about clauses. Okay. So in this session we are going to discuss about the noun clause, adverb clause and adjective clause. Before discussing the clause part, I would like to tell you about the phrases. In the previous lecture also we discussed about the phrases. Now also we are going to discuss about the phrases so that you could remember it. Okay. Revision part is most important. Okay, to recall something which will help you to keep something informations in your mind for a longer duration of time. So for that, let's see what are phrases. Suppose I say in that room, okay, or I say the blue car. Are you getting the information? Are you getting the information complete sense? No, you are not getting the complete sense here. So those group of words which don't convey us the complete sense is termed it to be phrases. They are called phrases. Okay, they don't have verbs in them. Okay, they will not contain verb. And coming to the point of clauses, they contain the verbs. And we also tell students to remember in the form that the number of verbs which you are finding inside a group of sentence, a group of words, will be equal to the number of clauses. Okay, and now what are clauses? Group of words which contains subject and verb and provides us information making a complete sense. That is termed to be what? That is termed to be clauses. It will contain subject and verb. Okay, the number of verbs present inside the sentence is equal to the number of clauses inside the sentences. We have the furthermore categorization of clauses as main clause or independent clause. Then comes the subordinate clause or the dependent clause. That means main clause or the independent clause, when it is spoken, when it is written, when it is conveyed, it will give you a complete sense. It will give you a complete meaning. Like for example, I earn, मैं कमाता हूं. Got it? Dependent clause, which will depend upon the main clause or the independent clause. So subordinate clause or the dependent clause will, in order to convey the meaning, it will require a dependent clause or the main clause. Sorry, it will require independent clause or the main clause. Like whatever I can. If I say whatever I can, so you are not getting a complete sense what I am talking all about. So if I say I earn whatever I can, so I earn is your main clause and whatever I can is your what? Subordinate clause, that is dependent upon the main clause. Got it? So the number of subjects, number of verbs contained inside a sentence is equal to the number of clauses. Got it? So, and inside the clause part also, what we know about that clauses are of two categories. We have categorized clauses into two different sections as per their dependency. Okay, so let's quickly write it up. What are clauses? They are the group of words which contains subject and verb. More importantly, you need to keep focus on the verb part. Okay, now clauses, we categorize clauses on the basis of dependency, and the first one will be your main clause, and subordinate clause. You should note every important point in your copy. Okay, now main clause is also known as independent clause, and subordinate clause is known as dependent clause. For example, as I told you, I earn whatever I can. You are getting two subjects, two verbs. Okay, one is dependent, one is independent. This is your main clause, and this is your dependent clause. This is what? Your conjunction. Then let's discuss about the sentences. Do you remember the sentences or you have forgot it? Remember it. Remembered, na? So in the case of sentences, what are sentences? A group of words which gives us a complete sense, complete meaning. Okay, that is sentence. Now in the case of sentence, we have also categorized it on the basis of their clauses. Okay, like for the first case, we have simple sentences. If you remember, we will complete it quickly as we have discussed it in detail in the previous class only. Simple sentences on the basis of structure we are discussing. Okay, then we have compound sentences, and next we have complex sentences. If you don't have the idea about the simple, compound and complex, then in detail I have discussed it in the previous lecture, so you can watch it from there. Okay, and prepare the notes for them, they are very important. Now see, simple sentences, what are those? In the simple case of sentences, you are having only main clause, one subject, one verb. Okay, one independent sentence, one independent clause you are going to see there. In the case of compound sentences, you are going to get what? Two independent clause or more, two or more independent clause. The number of verbs as the number of more number of verbs, more number of clauses. Okay, and they all will be what? They all will be independent, connected by coordinating conjunction. And to remember, I have told you the acronym, that is fanboys. F for A and N nor. Okay, B but, O or. Okay, Y yet, and S so. So like that we have remembered the fanboys acronym. So in that cases, compound sentences have only what? Two independent clauses. But in the complex cases, what happen? There will be one independent and another will be your dependent clause. Got it? One will be your dependent and another will be your independent clause. One will be dependent, one will be dependent. Okay, they will be connected by coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction, as if, although, whether, whatever, which is. Okay, so these cases, so let's write it down in the simple case, compound case and complex kind sentences. Here you have one independent clause, here you have two or more independent clause, connected by coordinating conjunction. In the case of complex sentences, let's have it. In the case of complex sentence, what we have? We have one independent and at least one dependent, one dependent clause. Now let's discuss about the clauses. Got it? Now let's discuss about the clauses. See what I'm going to tell you, that in the case of complex sentences, whenever we are talking about the complex sentences, in that case only, in the complex sentence part only, you are going to see here one dependent clause is written, that is subordinating clause. So whenever the subordinating clause are present there, then only you have the variation of the adverb clause or noun clause or adjective clause. Got it? So in the independent clause or the main clause, you don't have these variations. You have the variation only in your subordinate clause part. Oh, got it? So dependent clause part, like whatever I can, then you are going to define this whatever I can as a noun clause, adjective clause or adverb clause. Got it? So furthermore, this dependent clause which you are going to observe here is being divided into one dependent clause which you are going to observe here is going to get divided into three of its part. That will be your noun, adjective and adverb clause. Okay, that is, first one will be your noun clause, then you have your adjective clause, and then you have your adverb clause. Got it? Noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. Written, everyone? Now let's move on and discuss about the noun clause. So do you have idea about the noun? Yes, absolutely you have the idea about the noun. What are noun? Noun is the place of person, place, animal or thing. The group of sentences which tells you about a noun or talks about the noun, that group will be termed to be, the part of the sentence will be termed to be as noun clause. Okay, they will precisely will talk about what? The noun in the sentence. Okay, then it will be your noun clause. Similarly, what is adjective? What are adverb? Adverb which modifies verb. Adjective which provides the information about the noun. Okay. Furthermore, modification does to the noun part. Adverb modifies the verb part. So in the sentence where you are getting the information, where the group of word is informing about you about the noun, then it will be noun clause. If it is talking about the adjective part, okay, it is modifying the noun. It is modifying the noun part, then it will be adjective. Okay. And when it will be talking about the verb part, okay, when it will be modifying about the verb part, then it will be your adverb clause. Okay. In the case of adjective, you will be getting the more information about the noun in those cases. Let's see or discuss them one by one: noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. Here you can see that in the case of noun, what is it? A noun clause is a dependent clause. I have told you whatever the clauses we are observing, they all are dependent clause. Whatever the clauses we are discussing, okay, they all are what? They all are dependent clause. They all are dependent clause. A noun clause is dependent clause that can be used in the same way as that of the noun or the pronoun. What are noun? What are pronoun? Noun is the name of person, place, animal, thing. Pronoun that comes in the place of noun. That is only. Okay. So a noun clause is a dependent clause. I have told you it is not the main clause. It is the subordinate clause, the dependent clause. Okay. And in the dependent clause only we try to get the clause of noun, that is a noun clause, adverb clause, and adjective clause. Okay. So some of the words will introduce noun clause are the way subordinating conjunction, which we have learned, that whether, who, why, whom, what, how, when, whoever, where, and whomever. Okay. You will get like these kind of sentences which will be talking about what? Where they will be talking about the noun. Okay. Now, what happens for the noun cases? In order to check whether the given noun or given clause is a noun clause or not, first of all, you are going to replace or substitute the clause part, the dependent part, with it or the pronoun he, she. Got it? For example, here you can observe, I know who said that. Now, here, who said that? Who said that is your dependent clause. Okay, it is your dependent clause. And in this dependent clause, you are going to change it. You are going to substitute it with it. So I know it makes sense. It makes sense. Therefore, it is what? It is considered to be the noun clause. Similarly, whoever said it is wrong. So what is the dependent clause? The dependent clause is whoever said it is wrong. So this one is your dependent clause. Replace it with the pronoun like he, she. Okay, it. So he is wrong, she is wrong. So we are getting a complete sense. It is also making what? Sense. Therefore, this is also what? Noun clause. Got it? So let's quickly revise. What is a noun clause? It will talk about the noun or the pronoun. Okay, the group of word will talk about the noun or the pronoun. Some words which you can observe are the subordinating conjunction. Okay, in case if you want to check whether the given is noun clause or not, what you are going to do? You are going to replace or substitute the given clause, the dependent clause, with it, the pronouns. Okay, or he, she. Moreover, you can also get the idea by asking question like what, who, whom. The most of the cases in what only we get the answer. Got it? Like I know who said that. I know who said that. In that case, you are going to ask who, what. Okay, what do you know? Okay, whom do you know? Like that cases, whoever said it is wrong. Okay, so when you are getting the when you are going to ask the question of WH parts, ask what, who, whom, like those. Okay. And if you got the answer, if you get the answer, then it will be your noun clause. Got it? जैसे I know who said it. Okay, I know who said that. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? मैं जानता हूं कि किसने बोला. तुम क्या जानते हो? Got it? मैं जानता हूं कि किसने बोला. Got it? तो like that कैस किसने बोला. You are getting किसने noun. Okay, noun is coming out. Okay, or pronoun is coming out. So either you can use this trick of it or that, or sorry, or he or she, or you can use this trick of what? Kya. Whenever you are getting the answers of kya, then you are going to put it inside the noun clause. Next, here you will see the adverb clause, which modifies the verb. Okay, so here in this case, what you are going to see precisely does not only modifies the adverb, it will also modify what? Adjective or adverb. Okay, so an adverb clause is dependent clause again that modifies a verb, adjective or another adverb. Okay, when we are going to solve questions, we will be learning these cases more easily. Okay, it again modifies the verb, and here also you are going to get what? You are going to get the adverb, the coordinating, subordinating conjunctions. Got it? And some more common examples of those conjunctions which are used in the adverb clauses are present over here. Okay, you should keep them in mind. Let's see the example here. They arrived before the game had ended. Now, they arrived give the complete sense. Subject verb. Okay. Now, here you are observing that this is the dependent one. This is the dependent one. Before the game had ended. Now, what is happening? वो वहां पर पहुंचे गेम शुरू होने, गेम अंत होने से पहले. They arrived before the game had ended. Okay, so what are you are observing? You are observing that before the game had ended is modifying their arrival. Okay, उस verb को, उनके आने के verb को वो modify कर रहा है, बतला रहा है कि उनके आने, आगमन जो है वो कब हुआ था. When they arrived. Okay, before the game had ended. Got it? So similarly in adverb cases, we will see the conditions, various adverb clauses of time, adverb clauses of situation, condition. Okay, so various states we are going to discuss about the adverb clauses of the adverb clauses. But prior to that, we will have adjective also. Adjective clause. Now see what happens. The adjective clause is a dependent clause again that modifies what? A noun or a pronoun. It will modify a noun or pronoun. It will begin with the relative pronoun. Okay, the relation will be shown by who, whom, whose, which, that, like this kind, and also the subordinating conjunction. Got it? Those are the only words that can be used to introduce an adjective clause. So you must remember this point number 2. Now, example you can observe the student, okay, whose hand was up gave the wrong answer. वो बच्चा जिसका हाथ ऊपर था उसने गलत आंसर किया. तो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग हियर? जिसके हाथ ऊपर थे, उस बच्चे के हाथ, जिसके हाथ ऊपर थे, उनको उस बच्चे को मॉडिफाई कर रहा और बतला रहा है ना, उनके बारे में फर्दर इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. इट इज प्रोवाइडिंग मोर इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट दैट स्टूडेंट. ओके, दैट नाउन. So whatever the information, extra information is being provided about that noun or the pronoun, that is only your adjective clause. Okay, the student whose hand was up gave the wrong answer. Okay, so here also Jane is a person in whom I can place my confidence. Okay, वो एक ऐसा व्यक्ति है जिसमें मैं भरोसा कर सकता हूं. Got it? Another trick to remember is, it could be, another trick to remember this could be, see, whenever you are observing the WH part, and prior to that you will observe what? Noun or pronoun. Okay, Prior to that, you will observe noun or pronoun, and you will observe that it is providing the further more information. Okay, that here more information is provided about the same thing. That will be your what? That will be your adjective clause. More information will be provided. So that will be your adjective clause. Got it? So let's keep the practice of these all three so that we will understand it in much better way. Do it fast, do it fast. Completed. Hmm? Okay, I think most of you have completed here. Okay, let's match it. Completed, na? Okay. Okay, let's see here. Rishabh thinks he will pass the exam. ऋषभ सोचता है कि वो एग्जाम पास कर लेगा. ऋषभ क्या सोचता है? What? You are getting the idea. Okay, what आप पूछने से आपको आंसर मिल रहा है ना कि वो पास कर सकता है एग्जाम. Okay, तो when you are asking what, he will pass the exam. So you are asking here what? He will pass the exam. Different color. Okay, I'm using the different color. Don't worry. He will pass the exam. Dependent clause. My friend bought a dress which was costly. You may come if you want. As I am getting late, I should go by taxi. Replied that he would come. These are the dependent one. Rishabh thinks he will pass the exam. So if you are asking what, are you getting the answer? Rishabh thinks he will pass the exam. What? Rishabh thinks what? That he will pass the exam. That means what? It is a noun clause. It is a noun clause. My friend bought a dress which was costly. Now, आपको क्या मिल रहा है? You are getting WH form. WH. Okay, and before that, you are getting person, place, animal or thing name, address. जो कि costly था, providing information about that now. That means it is what? It is adjective clause. Then you may come if you want. तुम आ सकते हो अगर तुम चाहो तो. That means what? एक कंडीशन लगा दिया गया. ओके, तुम आ सकते हो अगर तुम चाहो तो एक कंडीशन लगा दिया गया. इफ यू वांट, अगर आना चाहो तो आ सकते हो. ओके, तो इफ यू वांट, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग हियर? हियर यू आर गेटिंग इंफॉर्मेशन, मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ व्हाट? यू आर गेटिंग मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ कम. ओके, वर्ब का मॉडिफिकेशन है. अगर आना चाहते हो तो तुम आ सकते हो. दैट मीन्स व्हाट? दिस इज योर adverb clause. And in case of adverb clause, it is adverb clause of condition. if is given. Condition, as I am getting late, जैसा कि मैं लेट हो रहा हूं, आई शुड गो बाय टैक्सी, मुझे टैक्सी से जाना चाहिए. तो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, यहां कंडीशंस लगे, रिजल्ट्स है ना. तो दिस इज अगेन योर एडवर्ब क्लॉज. और एक आसान तरीका है, that is if you are not having that noun clause, you are not having that adjective clause, it will be absolutely adverb clause. Okay, he replied that he would come. उसने जवाब दिया कि वह आएगा, that he would come. So what is it? Adverb, adjective? No. That he would come, वो आएगा, वो रिप्लाई दिया कि वो आएगा. नो, हाउ यू कैन से दैट? किनके बारे में बताया जा रहा है? ही वुड कम, उसने जवाब दिया कि वो आएगा. नाउन के बारे में बोला जा रहा है, नेम ऑफ द पर्सन के बारे में बोला जा, प्रोनाउन है. ओके, तो व्हाट इज इट? ही रिप्लाइड, क्या? व्हाट तो पूछो, सबसे आसान है, दिस इज मोस्ट इजी वन. What? He replied what? उसने क्या जवाब दिया? कि वो आएगा. तो for the what you are getting the answer, है ना? So you are getting the answer. So what you will write? This is again your noun clause. Written? Any confusion? So I hope you all got the clarity about the noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. Okay, so this is how you can use your trick and you can use your concepts or the rules to identify the noun clause, adverb clause and adjective clause. In case of noun clause, you will be asking what? WH. Okay, kya? Or you can also replace the given dependent clause with the pronoun it, he or she. Coming moreover in the next part of adverb clause, in the case of adverb clause you will see there is certain modification or the modification about the verb part. In adjective part they are going to tell you more information about that person or the pronoun, noun or the pronoun. Okay, and moreover you can have the trick of WH. If it is WH present, the coordinating conjunction types, okay, subordinating conjunction, then the previous one will be the noun or the pronoun, and in the sentence it will be talking, the dependent part, it will be talking more about that noun or the pronoun. That will be your adjective. Now we are going to discuss further more things about what? About adverb of clause. Okay, so here we have further 8 categorization of adverb of clauses. Got it? Adverb of clause of time, adverb clause of place, reason, result, purpose, condition, comparison, supposition. So noted? Adverb clause of time, that will be talking about the time. There will be time references will be given, when, after, since, before. Place, there also you will be getting what? When, whenever, wherever. Got it? Adverb place of reason, adverb clause of reason. In the case of reason, what you are going to get? You will be getting about the information about reason, because, as if, okay, that, since. Adverb clause of result. Okay, in the result what you are going to get? This happens, so that. Okay, like that cases, so that these things you are going to get. In the condition, agar ye hoga to, okay, if, got it, unless, provided, like these kind of words you are going to get, conjunctions you are going to get. In place of comparison, compare करना रहता है, तो आप कैसे compare करते हैं? He is as lazy as the tortoise, as lazy as the snail. Okay, so as dash as, whatever you are using for comparison, that words will be present there. Okay, it is very easy to identify about the adverb clause of time, place, condition, situation. Okay, supposition means what? When you are contradicting each other. Okay, opposite things you are talking about, that is your supposition. That will be your supposition. Like however, if, okay, though, yet, like those kinds. हाँ हाँ, very good. These sentences, these words will be present there. Whichever the words I have told you, they will be presented over there. So let's discuss them one by one. See, adverb clause of time. This is talking about what? Time. So time, in the time what you are going to get the words when, whenever, after, before, till, until, while, since. It will be talking about the time references. Like they were studying when I left. जब मैं चला गया तब वो पढ़ रहे थे. So adverb clause of time. He had gone for a walk before he completed his work. पहले काम करने से पहले है ना, before he completed his work, he went for the walk. He had gone for a walk. Okay, so what are these? These are the adverb clause of time. They will inform you about the time. Similarly, we have adverb clause of place. In the case of adverb clause of place, they will tell you about where, wherever. Okay, like this house is where I was born. Okay, जहां पर मैं पैदा हुआ था. You can sleep wherever you want. जहां तुम्हें चाहिए, जहां तुम्हारी मर्जी, वहां पर तुम सो सकते हो. Like that case, they talk about the place. Okay, स्थान, जगह. Got it? They talk about the place. Then comes your adverb clause of reason. They will provide certain reason. Like I love her because this is the dependent one, and for this the reason is being provided. Because I love her. What? Why? Because she is my mother. Got it? As he has apologized, you should forgive him. So condition, sorry, here the reason is given there. Okay, as he has apologized, चूंकि उसने अपोलोजाइज कर दिया है, माफी मांग ली है, आपको उसे माफ कर देना चाहिए. Got it? So here what are they are the reasons. Okay, they are providing the reasons to us in the sentences. You are getting the idea of reason. Got it? So that will be the adverb clause of reason. Then comes the adverb clause of time. That is, sorry, result. That ये करने से वो हो गया, ऐसा करने से वैसा हो जाएगा. Okay, like that case. My mother speaks in such a low voice that, वो इतनी कम आवाज में बोलती हैं कि अगले को सुनाई भी ना दे. Got it? तो here the result is coming out. एक डिपेंडेंट जो है उनके रिजल्ट को दर्शाया जा रहा है. Our soldiers fought so bravely that the enemy fled. Okay, so bravely that the enemy fled. तो यहां आपको रिजल्ट मिल रहा है, इतने बहादुरी के साथ लड़े कि दुश्मन जो है वो भाग गए. तो यू आर गेटिंग द रिजल्ट. ओके, सो दैट इज द adverb clause of result. Then you have the purpose. है ना, पर्पस का मतलब किसी चीज को करने का मतलब. ओके, लाइक इन ऑर्डर दैट, उद्देश्य, वी कैन टर्म उद्देश्य. इन ऑर्डर दैट, सो दैट, लिस्ट, शुड, लाइक वी ईट सो दैट वी मे लिव, हम खाते हैं ताकि हम जी सकें. So that is what? That is giving you the purpose. Okay, then you can come here in order that you may study. तुम यहां आ सकते हो in order to study, है ना, in order that you may study. तुम पढ़ने के लिए आ सकते हो. तो you can get these kind of words. You must remember. See, if you read it once, twice, thrice, okay, you will get in your mind there is all words. And when you practice these types of questions and form questions from your point of view also, you are going to get it, the control over that adverb part. Okay, the clause part, or adverb, whatever the adverb clause of time, adverb clause of result, adverb clause of comparison, adverb clause of purpose, whatever things we have discussed. Okay, try to make each and every sentences using those words which are being given to you. Okay, you will memorize it. Now comes the comparison. Comparison, you are going to compare him. Okay, like I will talk to her if she comes. Okay, that is the, okay, sorry, condition. We are talking about the condition. Okay, if, unless, kinds. I will talk to her if she comes. मैं बात कर लूंगा उससे अगर वो आती है तो. Got it? You will not pass unless you work hard. तुम पास नहीं करोगे जब तक तुम मेहनत नहीं कर लेते. Like that. Comparison, you are as beautiful as your mother. Okay, Reena is more intelligent than Rishabh. Okay, so here you are observing that the comparison has been made. Whenever you compare, whenever you do the comparison, you are going to do what? You are going to use the adverb clause of comparison. Meanwhile, see, you can note down the important words, okay, the signal words. After that, you can frame your sentences in your own way. You can frame the sentences. And if you want to write all the sentences which has been provided here, then you could take it down after the class. Okay, we are going to end this soon. Done? Okay. See, adverb clause of supposition. Okay, like although he is rich, yet he is not happy. है ना, वो रिच होकर भी खुश नहीं है. So you are getting although, yet cases. Okay, although, yet, though, yet, like this you will get. Got it? Even though, I will not come even if he invites me. मैं वहां नहीं जाऊंगा अगर वो मुझे बुलाएगा तो भी. So here what you are going? Supposition. And the last eighth one, okay, that was only the eighth one. We have discussed all types of clauses. Okay, and now here comes the question for you all. Try to do it fast. Hurry up, hurry up. No. Yes, write down the question first. Question, answer like that. Like that you do it. Do it fast. Hurry up. When the thief saw the policeman, he broke into a spirit. Is it completed? Last one. Yes, tell me. The first one, when the thief saw the police. When the thief saw the policeman, he broke into a spirit. This is your main clause. When the thief saw the policeman, this is your subordinate clause, dependent one. Signal word, when. Modify, it is modifying what? Action. Bhag gaya. Okay, so this is the adverb clause, and in that specifically it is adverb clause of time. We left for the airport as soon as the taxi arrived. As soon as the taxi arrived. Got it? As soon as the taxi arrived. It is also giving us the idea about what? The verb. It is modifying the verb. It is providing provided as soon as, it is telling us the time. Okay, as well as it is modifying the verb. Okay, we left, हम निकल चुके जैसे ही taxi आई. Okay, that is again adverb clause of time. Then this is the place where the accident happened. ये वो जगह है जहां पर एक्सीडेंट जो है वो हुआ था. ओके, सो व्हाट इज इट? नाउन क्लॉज, एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज और बोथ. वहां पर ये एक्सीडेंट हुआ था, ये वो जगह है, तो WH बिफोर दैट name of person, place, animal, thing, so it is giving the place. That means exact place it is talking about. ये वही जगह है जहां पर एक्सीडेंट हुआ था. That is, it is providing more information about the place of that where the accident had happened. So it is what? Adjective clause. Okay, where the accident had happened. Now I expect that I shall get a prize. मैं ऐसा expect करता हूं कि मुझे क्या है? प्राइज मिलना चाहिए. ओके, दैट I shall get a prize. So if I say I expect subject verb, that here is your dependent clause. So I expect. What do you expect? I expect that I shall get a prize. What करने से आपको इसका आंसर मिल रहा है? What do you expect? क्या चाहते हो? क्या expect है? क्या उम्मीद है तुम्हारी? Okay, therefore it is your noun clause. Then he is as stupid as he is lazy. As stupid as he is lazy. As what is it? किससे कंपेयर कर रहा? उसकी सुस्ती से, उसकी आलस से. जितना वो सुस्त है उतना ही वो लेजी भी है. ओके, ही इज एज, जितना वो लेजी है उतना ही बेवकूफ भी है. गॉट इट? इट इज गिविंग यू द आइडिया ऑफ डिग्री ऑफ कंपैरिजन. सो इट इज व्हाट? Modifying the verb. Okay, and in that precisely it is adverb clause of comparison. Okay, that's so this were the kinds of all those clauses which we have discussed. Okay, so here we learned about all those clauses. First of all, we discussed about the phrases. What are phrases? They will not give us or convey us the complete sense. They does not contain the verb. Okay, but in the clauses you have the verbs, and as well as we have discussed that more the number of verb present, the more is the number of clauses present inside it. Clauses were furthermore categorized into two parts, that were main clause or independent clause and subordinate clause or dependent clause. Okay, those clause which are dependent are furthermore categorized as the adverb clause, noun clause or adjective clause. Noun clause provide furthermore group of words which provide furthermore information about the noun. Collectively they work as a noun. They are termed to be as noun clause. Adverb clause which modifies the verb, and adjective which provides more information about the noun or the pronoun. Got it? And I have told you about the tricks also for the case of noun. Okay, for the case of noun clause, you are going to ask what, not necessarily only what, who, whoever. Okay, what, whom, why. Okay, like that. So in most of the cases you will get the answer in what only. Moreover, you can also apply, take out the dependent clause and replace it with if, or replace it with he or she. You will get the answer. Then coming more over to the adverb, we have discussed the adverb which modifies the verb, which tells us more information, which modifies the verb basically, and there we discuss about the 8 subcategorization of the adverb clause, like adverb of time, adverb of condition, adverb of comparison, adverb of place. Okay, like that. Adverb of comparison I told you. Okay, like that we have discussed about total 8 kinds of subordinate, total 8 kind of adverb clauses. Okay, and then we have the adjective clause. In that I told you, whenever you get the WH part, okay, before that WH part, check the noun or pronoun and check whether the sentence, complete dependent sentence, is talking about that only or not. If it is talking about that noun or pronoun, then you are going to give it as what? Adjective clause. Okay, now if you don't get to remember about the adverb, you feel difficulty in adverb, what you will do? You will try to gain control over the noun and adjective. If noun and adjective clause is not present there, then it will be what? Adverb clause. Got it? So this was all about the clauses. We are wrapping up now. So remember all these things which we have discussed. Surely you will excel in your studies and you will build up a good and best knowledge in you. Okay, bye bye everyone, take care and all the very best.